What's good? What's going on? Masculine Post here. Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Get the word out. Show your love. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. In my travels, I've discovered, especially on the continent, I've run into this several times, and I just thought it was necessary to discuss it because as men, we talk about these things and we're aware of some of the pitfalls of dating. One of the things I discovered is I ran into women, black women, who are very fit and healthy, taking care of themselves. You know, one thing that I've discovered, I thought it was just an isolated incident, but I've run into a few who are like equivalent to boss chicks who want to be. They gym, they train, they eat right. The common thing I discovered is some of them would say, I only date white men. So, me being inquisitive, I put it, how come? The things I put on the table were not exactly, well, they were new to my ears. It was more, I'm too beautiful to be with one of us. I'm too beautiful. I take I take far too much good care of myself to be with a brother. You know, the weird thing is I know a lot of brothers who are fit and on their game and so forth. So I started to question, how come are you telling me that when you are dating a white man, you are on your game. You make sure your weight is right. You make sure your clothing are right. Your attitude is on point. But when you're coming to date a brother, you don't expect these things of yourself. So that's the point I want to bring. I want to talk about it here. It seems like I thought that was just an African thing, women in Africa. That's the attitude that's there. I'm too beautiful, I'm too educated to be with a brother. So they're gonna be waiting for a white man. They're moving white circles. They do white things. Even their persona is very much almost not inherently who they are. They're put on a certain front to conduct themselves so they can be pleasant enough for the white man. Then I realized that when you go to the United States, okay, and just overall, just the United States and the UK because they got similarities, I started to understand why the sisters did not expect themselves to be in shape for the man. They just wanted to be, I'll show up as I am and I ought to be loved for who I am. And how dare you say anything about me? How dare you judge my look, black man? You don't deserve more than this because me showing up is good enough. And I thought that's toxic because me and somebody, myself, 2024, I'm going to turn 42. I'm insane. And I'm not in a relationship with somebody, but I'm insane for the sake of my health, for the sake of my daughter, just for me, for my general sense of feeling good and overall just health. But the attitude, so on one hand, in an African continent, people that take care of themselves, they feel like they took good for us. And same attitudes in the United States. You got people saying, hey, well, the good man, I am, 200 pounds and I'm looking for a muscular six pack guy. I'm like, how do you deserve that? How do you feel entitled to something that you yourself are not even prepared to do? I'm not even talking about the money part. I'm just talking about the looks, where I believe that one of the biggest solutions men will have to do is that do not, because some of these women got babies and they got babies while they were that big. It means some desperate brothers are doing things with them. You know, I think that we gotta raise our standard. I operate with the standard no matter who I'm with. I believe that you need to expect if I'm a certain weight, uh, you know, certain fitness levels, I think that the counterpart needs to be about that life. And not the type of life where she gonna start, she's talking about it. No, she's already doing it, you know, because we cannot be taking almost, I'm not calling anybody anything, but where people are at their worst and expect to get the best of you. We cannot be accepting that. And if they want to say things like, hey, I want to do what I got, go ahead. but you be on your purpose. Because I meet brothers who are now dating other people, other women, and they're fit, and yet they're still, especially white women, they still date the kind that are not top tier. They're still dating. So I think that we have a psychological problem when we're not demanding of a good standard. It's like going to a restaurant and instead of ordering the best steak that you can, you say, give me whatever's leftovers. And we should not be doing that. We need to rise up. If we're truly kings, let us be kings in our finances, kings in our work ethic, but also in our female interaction in our relationships. Expect the standard. Because if you allow somebody to just show up as they are and you impregnate them, give them your seed, like how do you expect to be respected long term yourself when you've accepted less than? It's not okay. We need to, the women can say whatever they want. Oh, I only date white dudes. Let them say whatever they want. But let us be a group of men who build ourselves up in such that, because whenever black men build themselves up, it's like a free market. Everybody wants them. I've experienced this, whether it's in Korea, South Korea, I should say, to be clear, whether it's in Japan, it's just the same thing. But it's just our women do not give us the respect by showing up the best way they can. Okay, so you men raise your standard and expect that. You should not be dealing with somebody who's overweight. It's a no-no. Okay, work within your weight class. You don't fight above your weight class. Some of your men are just too desperately fooling around with women that you ought not to. Demand standards. Okay? All right. Peace, love, and blessings.